people judge you for letting your cats on surfaces. There'll be
People judge you
going,
for everything, though, you know?
Hello and welcome to our creative commune with Pete, Laura, Liam and Bea. We'll be chatting all things photography, videography and just having a general catch up over a coffee like we do most mornings.
Good morning.
Morning!
How are we all this morning?
I'm all right.
Awake,
I slept
vaguely?
last night. Didn't really sleep the day before. Sorry.
This
I know
is
I shouldn't bring this
unusual.
up in front of you.
Why aren't you sleeping? This is so unusual for you.
Yesterday, it was a shit show. You know, like he was just
What?
just like 5 seconds slow all day.
So I just couldn't get to sleep. Like what was it? Wednesday night.
Hold on. Do you know why, Pete?
Why?
Something
It was a
astrological.
really important new moon. Aquarius new moon.
Or-
100%.
Okay, that must be it.
It was that he was
That
playing
is
table
science.
tennis until like 11 p.m. and then gets home and is just like wired. Could have
That
been
might have something to do with it. I was a bit wired.
new
It's
moon.
the first game like in this new higher league where I won all of my matches.
Oh, my
So
goodness.
maybe I was just like far too excited and feeling far too pleased with
I think
myself.
you were.
And so like then you need the punishment, don't you?
Yeah.
Of
Just
like,
you're not cool.
Yeah.
You've forgotten how to sleep.
exactly, you can't sleep.
Yeah.
Stop thinking.
Yeah.
Were you thinking of tactics?
I don't know.
What did I do in this that means that I can take all these...
Yeah.
So,
what happened?
So like
As we joined the gym, that's what it
I
is.
started off like, just thinking about the games like that, and then you just move on to what was I thinking? I was thinking about the online course that we're doing at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, we need to do this video summing up
brainstorming.
this section, and then you come up with really good stuff.
You need
that
a
in
little
the
notepad by the side of the
Yes.
pen.
I'm trying to go to sleep.
Well, but this is when your best ideas are happening.
Yeah, they just bubble up, bubble up.
And it was funny because in the morning I was like, Laura,
I had some really good ideas, but I
we
can't
need
remember any
we need
of
to
them.
do this, and we need to talk about.
Go on.
What do we need to talk about? I had it, but like when you think about something, when you're like in bed at night and you like come up with a good idea, it's like your brain's just like, you've done that now, you've nailed it.
Well
you don't need to
done.
retain this information. You did it. You
Yeah.
did it. You thought of it. It's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
need to get you an old school dictaphone.
Yes.
So you'd be
You
like
could
Donald
just use
Draper
voice
in Mad
memos
Men.
on your phone.
Yeah. Oh, true.
Good.
Yeah. But I've literally
dictaphone,
never
yeah.
done that. Never done it. I can't send people voice notes.
If I woke up in the middle of the night and you were in bed going, okay, Lawson Film School, and then just like brainstorming into your phone, I'd be like,
Ideas for Lawson
what
Film
are you
School.
doing? Stop.
Oh,
No.
dear.
Loser. Anyway, yeah, so I was a bit shit for the rest of that day, but I went to bed a bit earlier last night,
What time's a bit earlier?
11:30.
Oh,
Is that early?
That is really early.
I went to bed at 9 last night. I was so tired. We had a Skype last night, like a Skype with new people
Zoom.
at 8.
No, it was FaceTime.
FaceTime.
No one uses Skype anymore. We still
I always call it a Skype, but yeah, at 8. So then, like, just before that, like Albert was getting ready for bed and he was like reading his book and all that. And I just like almost fell asleep on the bed. I was just like bundled up.
should we address the elephant in the room?
Oh, yeah, Liam is not here.
Oh, yeah, he's not, is he? What? Liam!
Liam's not
Where
here.
are you?
Liam's quit the pod.
He wishes he was allowed to quit the pod.
No, he is at home. We are putting in an ensuite into Betty's bedroom, and his brother fits bathrooms and is a tradesman.
Handy.
And he was supposed to come yesterday to help, but let us down. Typical tradesman fashion.
Totally.
And so he's coming today. And because it's the only day,
Yeah.
Liam's like, got to nail him down.
You
Got to
can't
nail
tell
him
him
down.
you're busy.
No.
Yeah.
He is doing the ensuite.
Exciting.
It's nice to know they let down like friends and family as well. It's
Yeah.
like universal. So like,
True, yeah.
don't take it personally
Yeah,
when they don't
that's
show
true.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. They won't show up for their own brother.
That's another story.
And what's been going on work-wise? Has anyone done any work?
Yeah. I designed 2 albums that weren't even our photos.
Oh.
Weren't even
What
your
do you mean they're not your
photos?
photos?
So we did a big wedding last year, and there were like other photographers there, like doing photo booths and like background photos.
Yeah.
And this client wanted 4 albums, 2 of our photos, 2 of theirs, like one with just all the photo booth photos in,
Yeah.
and one with just their
Yeah.
version of the days.
Yeah.
And so we're putting all of the albums together. But
Okay.
it's mad. It was fine with the photo booth one because it's just, okay, well, I just go through and find one photo of every single
Yeah.
guest,
Bosh them in.
person,
Yeah.
couple, group, whatever.
Yeah.
Done.
But trying to do, like, tell a story through somebody else's photo.
And you're
is
picking
so
from
hard.
the-
Yeah. Yeah, really hard. So I did that. But that's all I've done.
Well,
That's it.
that sounds like a project, though. That's not like an easy, like, half an hour, you know. You
Yeah.
have to think about it.
Yeah, it did take a while.
Cool, though.
But yeah, that's all I've done, other than watch the last series of Yellowstone.
Oh.
You need to watch Yellowstone.
Oh, I watched
It's
one
just,
of them and I was just like, I just don't care.
it's Succession,
You have to get
but with
into it.
cowboys,
Okay.
modern day cowboys, and they've just released it onto Netflix. So you should.
Okay. All right.
I know
I
that-
just finished Mad Men,
There you
so I
go.
do need a series.
You've got a gap,
Yeah.
Okay.
and it's got Kevin Costner in, and he's bizarrely quite
Fit.
fit.
Interesting.
Yeah, what have you guys been up to? Filming?
Full-time filming Lawson Film School,
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
obsessively, to the point where I now do my actual work in what you would call my, like, part-time. You know what I mean? Like, any gap.
At night
I'm
time.
like, Pete's running the bath. I'm just going to do some actual work, like trying to fit it into, like, little gaps. But yeah, we're doing really well. I think we're, like, over halfway.
Oh, that's
so.
incredible. Because when I spoke to you, when was it? Liam's birthday.
Yeah.
That was Tuesday. You were about a third of the way through.
Yes.
So you're making.
We've just been missioning it this week.
Yeah.
It's going really well, isn't it? I'm enjoying it. It's good.
I think so. But then, you know, like I always get paranoid before we ever do like a workshop, like in real life.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is it shit though? Is
We'll
it shit?
spend
Is it
weeks
shit?
on things.
Won't be shit.
And
I
then,
know,
yeah.
last night I'm just like, you know, talking to Laura and I'm like, is it
Is
all
it
right
shit?
though? Is it shit? Is it?
You know, like, if you've spent a month doing something and
Guys, you two are bloody brilliant at what you do. You absolute perfectionists. There is not a chance in hell that this is going
but
to.
I can't be there when Laura's editing it because
you can't bear
some of
it.
the things we're doing on the computer, because I'm like
Doing something.
using the computer and trying to talk about what we're saying.
No, this is-
I say like
This is specifically yesterday because you
and
were.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
just shut up.
When you're tired, you can't do two things at the same time.
I can empathise with
Yeah.
this. Yeah. But it won't be. It will be great.
And
I
there was
know.
another video I was watching where it's like I'm trying to think of a word. I can see myself trying to think of a word. I never think of the word, and I'm just like, it's this video. Like,
But it all gets edited out, Pete. You sound very, you know, intelligent and on the ball when
There you
it's
go.
edited. You know, that's the point of editing.
Eloquent.
It. Exactly. Oh no, it's good. It's going to be great.
Yeah,
and it's going to be so much more than the original. You know, like we started out, we were like, right, let's just film what we would do as the like live thing, because we did it twice, so we have it all. You know, like it's all written down and ready.
Yeah.
And then we started doing it, and then we were like adding to each bit, and it's going to be like 4 or 5 times the size of original film school.
I
It's
have
gonna be like
full
endless.
confidence in you. I have absolutely no doubt that it will be
Oh, thank you.
perfection. I know it will. I know
I
it's
hope
scary
so.
making these things though, and it's out of your comfort zone as well, isn't
Yeah.
it? So it's a bit like,
Yeah.
are we
Yeah.
doing it right?
Yeah. You just want to get everything in there, and, you know, like you going to bed at night, you think, oh, we need to mention that. You
yeah,
know, there's
because
a
like,
lot to
if there's
put in.
anything you miss out, you're like, oh, but people are paying for like the knowledge.
Yeah.
It's like,
Want to make sure we don't miss bits.
yeah, or just like have a gross misunderstanding of what it is that you do. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I think I do this, and then someone will be like, no, that's not what you're about. And you're
Yeah.
like, is it not? I thought I was.
Yeah. And also just knowing, like, what do people want to know? What do they want to know?
Everything.
Everything. And we've tried to do it so that if it's someone who's never, you know, who's like a photographer and wants to do it,
Yeah.
then it'll make sense.
Yeah, we want
you
to
know, as it
include
goes
bits for
along.
them as
I
well.
will happily watch it all the way through because I know nothing.
You-
Yeah.
Nothing.
We'll send it to you and you'll have to watch like 70 hours.
It's not 70 hours.
And by the end, you'll be like, I'm never making a film.
I am the best person for this job. Box sets are my jam. I am
You can just have us
committed.
on in the
I'm
background.
so bored with these
am
people right
committed
now.
to this shit, you
Like-
know? If ever there was a person who watched 70 hours of
Yeah,
footage in
okay.
a very short period of time,
Okay.
Okay.
me.
Okay.
Plan.
Also, I have nothing else to do. All I do
Is it weird to
I do,
be?
I do
Yeah,
like,
these like piddly. Yeah, is it nice?
well, no, it's not. Really. I have a limited energy and I'll do one thing in a day and then I'm like, and now I will just sleep.
Yeah. If only you were feeling like tip top, you could do so much with this spare time. It's so annoying.
But maybe that's just what the universe is making me realise I need.
yeah.
Is to
And also, it's like,
chill out.
you know how, like, as soon as you have a holiday, you like get a cold or get flu. It's like, you know, your body
Yeah.
knows this is like restorative time.
Yeah.
Like, let's just have a nap.
It's definitely a learning process because I'm not very used to
Being slow.
being slow. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm always a bit kind of go,
Not
go, go.
pushing
What's
yourself.
doing next? How many things can I fit into a day? What
Yeah.
can I do whilst I'm brushing my teeth?
Like, that's
on top
where
of-
I am now, like that mania. I'll crash and I'll get like COVID in like 3 weeks. That'll be me. Just like, get everything done
Yeah,
and
you
then
were getting
die.
a cold, weren't you?
I had a cold for 1 day. That's weird, isn't it?
Oh.
Yeah.
And Pete was like, it's because you didn't have time. And I'm like, I think it's true. I think it's true. I think I just mentally was like, no, I'm not having this. I'm not having
Not
it.
today.
No. So weird.
Yeah. We've booked a wedding this week.
Oh my God.
And we booked a wedding last week.
And they're lovely ones, you know, you're just
Yeah.
like, it's like that watch pot thing because we've been busy. We haven't thought,
Yeah.
we haven't been like, where are the inquiries? And then people have just snuck in and like, we booked one for Tuscany yesterday. Lovely, just
Yeah.
a lovely
For
simple.
this year or for next,
Next
year?
year.
That's for
that
next
one?
year,
Oh,
and then we
lush.
booked one for this year,
Yeah.
which again we're just like, you know, like your perfect client, and they just appeared.
Yeah.
You know, you're just like, oh, this is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cheered me up. It's so sad, isn't it, how much it cheers you up now.
Yeah. We've got
We
a
took it
Zoom.
for granted for so long, and now it's like every booking is like, I feel happy for days.
We've got
Yeah.
a Zoom tomorrow for a photography wedding.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
Oh yeah, for a
exciting.
client who's, so we've done like the whole family. So the first one of the family was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So that'll be amazing.
Yeah. That would be so nice.
Really cute people.
whole
And local.
Oh,
And on a
Bath of Hall.
Friday.
what a win!
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who even are we? You know, like it just feels really cool and
Yeah.
old school. I love that. Be a fun day. What's been going on in the industry? Tell us, B, of the world.
Well,
Like the news channel.
probably the biggest thing is Instagram has changed the profile grid
Yes.
from square to 4x3.
I
think
didn't
they're-
notice.
I think they're rolling it out. So on some accounts,
It's
it's still the same.
portrait.
Like when I looked,
Okay.
our creative commune was still on a square,
Oh,
but that
really?
might have gone now.
Instagram's changed its whole styling as well, hasn't it? There's lots of lines around things.
It's very strange how they
Oh,
keep
are
changing
they?
things.
Yeah.
And only for some people, and you're just like, what? What's going on?
Yeah, so on our Lawson Films Instagram account, messages
Let me
is
look.
at the bottom.
Messages is at the
I'll
bottom.
show you. Messages is now on the bottom row.
Yeah.
But on all my other accounts.
And my personal one
look
is
at ours.
different. Yeah, that's the same as all our others.
Yeah. And look, yeah, so there's the black circles around everything. Like the design of,
Oh la
has
la.
changed,
So
doesn't it?
is it just the film one has been updated?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so weird,
But
isn't
they
it?
They're
trial
all-
things, don't they?
Yeah, they're rolling out quite a few trials.
Oh, I
I
like
think
it.
there's like trial reels that they're rolling out where you can post a reel, but it doesn't get shown to any of your followers. It only gets shown to non-followers.
Oh.
What's this?
Why would
Yeah.
you want that?
Like an intro reel?
I mean-
Get new followers
Oh.
reel? I don't know.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you're not annoying your followers with like,
I mean-
hi, I'm B. this is what I do.
Potentially it could be used. I mean, there's loads of different things it could be used for. But
that's annoying for people who don't follow something. You're like, I don't want my feed to be flooded with all these like, hi, I'm Peter.
Yeah. And then you can do like notes on stories as well, can't you? So you can leave like little notes on.
Yes, and I think it shows if people like they can leave little comments that kind of bob up. So it's like a public. Mm-hmm. Whereas up to now, it's like always a private message, isn't it? If someone replies to your story.
Yeah. It's interesting, all these changes.
Yeah.
I've heard a few people just in the last week mention Blue Sky and saying that they want to move over from Instagram to Blue Sky. But I don't really know enough about it to...
No.
But anyway, I saw something as well, someone saying in one of the groups, like, I hate social media. I hate Instagram.
Yeah.
Can I leave it? Like, does this have to be a part of my business? Do we have to? Like, if we don't enjoy something, could we concentrate on other things? Or is social media a necessary evil that we really do have to just, like, throw something at every now and again? Yeah. We don't have to commit everything to it 100%, but do we need it? Do we have to?
My gut says that one. But it all depends on how sad it's making you feel. You know, if it's really, really getting you down.
I think for some people it's a massive comparison thing, isn't it? That they're looking at other people and thinking, oh
that's
my God,
the key.
Look at these people, like, showing up to camera, doing this, doing that. They're busy, they're going here, they're doing this. And it can create that comparison that like puts you into a hole.
That's the key, though. Don't look at other people. Just post yours. Give it, like you say, minimal
Here's
input.
a question as well. Do you think clients would be bothered? Like,
if you didn't have
Instagram, or even if you weren't posting stories and stuff, do you think people are so used nowadays to seeing daily updates of life, whatever you're doing, that they'd be like, why aren't they sharing anything? Do you think people would think it was bizarre or weird?
I mean, our film account, and we book quite a few weddings through Instagram. We post films, I'd say, even when we're busy, once a week, a reel will pop up on our feed. We're not posting stuff every day, and we don't really post stories. There's nothing about our life on stories. So it is like a minimal effort.
So you're probably doing it
I can't be like, here's my coffee. Here. Yeah. I can see why that is just too much.
Yeah.
To think about the world and people looking at you, and that's too much for me. I just want to hunker down and
I'm exactly the same, but I think we're quite introverted extroverts, if that makes sense.
I can see why that is so. I look at people that use social media like that, and they become a bit influencery, and you're like, oh, what are they doing? You know, you do. I like watching other people.
I like watching it. I just can't catch it myself.
I just can't. I don't think we've ever spoken to camera like on our story either.
No, Liam has on ours, but I don't think I've ever appeared on ours. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it when other people do it. I don't know. It's one of those, isn't it? Maybe I wish I could do it, but I can't.
I think that
we're filming a podcast right now in the world.
I know, but this is weird, isn't it? Like, we're not out. We know. It was weird the first time we did the pod, just like, being yourself and just chatting. We don't put that out to clients. A lot of our clients are, a little bit more sophisticated than I think we are, and I don't want to put them off with my boring life. Just like, do they care about my cat?
Most people are out in the world, though. We have a special kind of job where we just hunker down at home and sit in front of a computer all day.
Yeah. That's not aspirational or, like, interesting to a client.
What are you talking about?
Is it? Okay. Do they want to watch me watch Mad Men? I don't know.
Well, I finished my work, so I'm watching Mad Men. What do you want from me?
Oh, step 1, get more inspirational. Step 2, start filming stories, We started going to the gym.
Yeah. Oh, yeah?
So maybe in a few months.
We'll be all like fitness.
We'll be all just doing workouts on our stories.
Yeah.
I did see somebody the other day on one of the groups saying, like, I've got a personal trainer and they just tell me exactly what to do in the gym. And I love it. Is there something that exists for Instagram that's like a personal trainer that will just be like, do this, do that.
Yeah. That's a great idea.
We need that.
No one
yeah.
knows, though, do they? That's the thing.
I need someone
Yeah,
with
they're
me
just
all
making it
day,
up.
just being like, B,
Yeah.
stop doing
Post a
that.
story.
Get up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Drop.
Like a sort
Do
of
10 press ups.
life coach. We need a
Post
life
a story.
coach.
But then why would... No, you wouldn't pay them to tell you to do it. The people, they just pay a person to do it for them. You pay like a social media
Do
manager.
we need
Yeah, that would be cool.
like a content creator, but just for our businesses? Just, just to follow us around.
This will be the
Like,
next
this is
stage.
interesting.
Yeah.
This will be the next stage of social media
We
where
don't need a
people
content
hire
creator
people.
for the wedding. We just
Well,
need it for...
have
Yeah.
you seen Adam Wing's got a new video on his YouTube, hasn't he?
Oh, we're behind the scenes.
Yeah, I've not watched it yet, so I'm just like, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
But it's 40 minutes long, and I've got to...
What's it of?
Did he have someone
A
come
behind
along
the
to
scenes
a
of-
wedding?
It's
And film
according
him.
to the title,
Of a wedding.
it's like full behind the scenes him at a wedding.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm guessing like content creator style.
We should
thing.
watch it.
We should watch it.
Yeah.
I guess it'd be good though.
Is that weird to take someone to film a wedding?
I don't. Well, maybe
that
sold
weird?
it as like they'll get some content for you and some content for me.
Yeah.
I think it's quite a genius idea, because then you can put clips up onto your social media of, like, you can break it down into,
Yeah.
here you go, I've just got 50 clips from this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got stuff for the next year.
Yeah.
Having said that, it's a sunny wedding according to the the preview clips. So I'm
and
thinking
it's
like.
raining for
So I'm just
90%.
thinking like it must have been like done like last September or something.
Yeah.
And then now he's getting round to kind of filming it and getting it out there.
Mm.
I suppose because he can't put it out before the couple's film's
yeah.
ready.
Also, a funny thing that I saw, Dutch tilt. Why is it always
Why is it always one way?
to the left?
It is.
It is to the left.
It is always to the left, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't imagine
Because-
taking a picture that way.
I just
feels
automatically
awful.
bend better.
It's
that
not.
way.
It's not deliberate either because so many of our clips that we thought were straight at the time are like
Yeah, they're always that way though.
when we straighten them in Final Cut, it's like 1%, and it's such a big difference.
Yeah, you don't
like,
even
the
see
lines
it.
need to be straight.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you watch through a film later when you're looking for clips for Lawson Film School, and you're like,
Sure.
never straighten that. Oh my god,
Missed
that's
it.
awful.
Why do we do that? Is there
I
a
think it's to do with the way that we read. Well, not
The
all
way we
of us,
read
but
left to right.
Most people, the way that we. I don't know, but it is a thing, isn't it? And
Yeah.
according to the person that posted this, ChatGPT confirmed that it is also a thing.
wow
What do we think?
phenomenon?
I've seen so much Dutch tilt around recently, and it's one thing that I'm really struggling to get on board with. I know I eventually come round to everything. But
I mean, Dutch tilt is not just a little bit on the wonk, is it? It's like a very deliberate, like.
and I'm just like, I can't. I'm struggling.
It gives it a
It's to add-
nonchalance, doesn't it? It gives it a like snapshot, which
Yeah.
is all evoking the feeling of I'm just snapshotting this way. It's the same as the direct flash, isn't it? It gives you the nostalgic, like whatever, they're walking down the road, just whatever. Which is what we have a just inbuilt problem with,
Yeah.
isn't it? This nonchalant
I mean,
nostalgia.
even if I'm taking a photo on my phone, I'm not like, "Hey guys."
Yeah.
I'm holding my.
That's how.
Phone,
That's
you
how. Like my dad will take a picture.
No, but also
And they're just like, what are you doing that for?
back in the day, did we ever do Dutch tilt? We probably did.
Yeah.
Because it was everywhere,
We did
and it's
everything.
exactly the same thing, and we will probably do it eventually.
Yeah.
Like everything.
Somebody asked us last week for a behind the scenes. How do we film this?
Oh God.
I was like, well, I don't know.
I mean, I'm not taking a picture of the absolute shit show in this room.
You know what? I was
like-
like straight to Laura, like, I took this picture of behind the scenes.
And I was like, no, you absolutely cannot put that on the internet. It's like shit
And I was
everywhere.
just like, I was going to post it.
It's just like everything on screen looks fine. Everything in the background. I mean, we've got a light up here. We've got a reflector lent against the fridge.
Let me have a look. I'll show B. There we go. This is last
We're
time.
professionals.
Yeah.
Oh, look at it. I'm sat in my coat.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
I
it's
think he can share this.
it's
This
cute
isn't-
for us to have
No,
it.
because it's
there's
Laura's
shit
house.
Everywhere. We can't have
Oh,
shit
but your house is
everywhere.
lovely.
The stuff, B. Look, Showtime, behind the scenes,
don't-
okay?
I
Keep
think
the
it
mystery
looks-
alive, guys.
I think it looks lovely. I don't know what you bothered
I
about.
don't know. I just see. I could only see like messiness.
Yeah, there's a coat on the chair.
Oh.
Like, oh my god.
Next topic.
Next topic. Client is having a digital detox and wants all images removed.
From the whole of the internet.
Yeah. So, what do? You know, they're worried about
Yeah, AI clone your
AI,
face.
cloning.
Just the
Yeah.
idea of
Deep
it.
fakes, all
Imagine
of
trying
that
to
kind
get
of-
rid of every image of you from the internet.
We had a client that split up, and so they wanted all their photos removed.
Yeah,
And I went through
fair
and I
enough.
got rid of them all. And then it was only maybe this week, last week, that something popped up on Instagram, and I was like, "Oh my god,
They're still there.
Loads of their photos are still in this," and I just missed
Yeah.
a whole chunk. And I had the best of intentions. I really had tried to
Yeah.
remove everything, but sometimes things slip through the net.
Hmm.
And I don't mind at all if people have private jobs or just don't want to share their
Yes.
images. It's absolutely
Yeah.
And it
fine.
makes sense if someone splits up. You don't want someone
Mm-hmm.
say someone to Google them from work and all their wedding pictures pop up. That's
Yeah.
fair enough.
I don't know if AI is going to be making deep fakes of me.
Yeah. Does anyone care about our faces? Like, what? Why would someone
Well,
want to
no,
steal my
because
face?
they just kind of go in there, don't they? Because they, if people just want to create a picture with like random people, the AI like quite often like
Just chooses one
recreates
from the
a
internet.
face that's very similar to a face that's in its training data. So it's not that it would be like the B show in the future. Oh, it could be, but like the recognizable face of you're like, that's me in the background of this. And
That would
then
be
you'd like,
so weird.
But I wasn't even in Connecticut at this time.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Imagine if you're just walking past a billboard and there's an ad and you're just in the background.
You're
It's like, hang on a minute.
I wasn't me.
Oh, that is the future, isn't it? That
Yeah.
will happen.
Yeah.
I think it's exciting.
What if it's a bad version of you?
Yeah.
What if you're like, yeah.
See, this is I'm just thinking the best of AI and
Yeah.
thinking the best of people, and
you're like,
who
I
would
look
want to make me look
flawless.
bad? No one's going to make me want to look bad, but you don't have control
But
over it,
maybe
and that's
they would.
the issue.
What if it's like an advert for,
Yeah. What if I look
Piles
amazing?
I don't know.
But what if I look awful? Yeah. And it's, you don't have control over your own image. That's the issue, isn't it?
Yeah.
I get it, but it's difficult, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, people before now have just not wanted to put their face and their life on the internet.
Yeah.
You know, there's plenty of people that just don't show anything of their life
And
or
I
their
get it.
kids totally get that. But it's hard, isn't it? In our job, it's
because
such a
we
visual.
have to show people
Yeah.
the way that we sell ourselves is by showing our videos
Yeah.
or images.
Yeah.
And if every single person, what would we do? We'd have to make AI versions of our photos, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
I took this photo, but I can't show you the real one. I can show you this one. I've had to change all the faces. Yeah, like what will we do if the world goes to that?
Yeah.
That'll be mad, won't it? Or we'll just be doing, maybe social media will just die and we'll just make pictures for people to have in their own home in secret and no one will ever see them.
Yeah, like back in the day when people had drawers full of, actual printed photographs. Something along those lines where like the files don't leave the household.
How did people market themselves?
So
in
people
the
don't-
60s?
Yellow pages.
Yellow pages, word of mouth, surely. It was like, oh, you did my cousin's
Yeah.
wedding. Maybe it'd all become really like local. It'd just
Yeah.
be people that you knew and
But
Yeah.
then there'd be a problem because
don't-
there's so many of us. How are you?
there wouldn't
Yeah.
be.
There would
We'd
be like
surely-
mafia wars of
Yeah.
get off my turf.
Oh.
I can't see it ever going back to anything like that.
Not the way people feel about social media is such a big part of
but yeah,
life.
not just
now.
social media, but like even clients now don't understand that like files on the internet are not theirs.
In what way?
In a way that like a lot of customers will come back 12 years after their wedding, be like, oh, I can't access my pictures anymore.
I get you.
And then you just like,
Yes.
what do you mean? Like, do I have to keep paying?
Do I have to host
your pictures
forever?
Yeah.
Which we do.
Yeah, which
we just have to send them.
But we
the
do,
link
but then
again,
like,
but-
and tenfold, I've mentioned this before, they've started like auto-archiving things after, 12, 18 months, whatever it is.
Yeah. In
And, like,
40 years, when
There's
you want
10
to look
people
at them.
have been in touch who are like, oh, I can't see my pictures anymore.
It is a lot
Yeah.
of people.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's just like, download them, please.
Like, what
For the love
are
of
you
God.
saying?
If, like, they're
Yeah.
just online. Like, these companies could go under tomorrow. I do have backups.
Yeah,
But
but
like,
they
if
would
you
be
don't have your
gone.
pictures, you don't have them.
We do the same. We do keep ours online. However, we say to our clients that they're online for 6 months, and then we have an auto reminder go out a week before that says,
Yeah.
please download your photos, store them like in your iCloud,
Great
or,
idea.
like, in 2 places if possible. And we do get a lot of people in that final week where you get the notification that they've just downloaded their photos. You
For
think,
the first time.
for the first time in 6 months. You think, wow.
Oh,
But I mean, people are busy, aren't they? So-
Yeah. No, I understand, but I'm not like angry at them or anything.
no, I
It's
mean,
But it's just like that
weird, isn't it?
mindset
Yeah.
like confuses me because like probably we're so different because
Yeah.
we have to have their files.
Yeah,
So
so-
we're like backups and backups.
yeah. I'm
and-
just
and all
thinking,
of
like,
that.
like if we do a shoot, like we did a shoot with Rosie Hardy, like she sends the link over, we're like, oh my God, I'm so excited. Download, back them up, then look at them. Like,
Yeah.
it blows my mind
Yeah, that's
that you
my
wouldn't
process.
download them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even look at them. Download them, back them up, look at them. Come
And-
on.
and the whole mindset is like mine, I would need them because they're not mine until they're
Yeah.
on my hard drive, something
Yeah.
I own and backs up. Like,
funny, isn't it?
It's just
Normal
they could vanish
people
in seconds.
the world, just not downloading things.
Yeah.
Strange.
You know, we were talking about AI before. Should we talk about DeepSeek? The Chinese.
I think we should, because I don't know
AI.
anything about this. You need to tell me all about
So
it.
it's a free open source Chinese model that's almost as good as the best American models like ChatGPT.
Yeah.
That you have to pay £200 a month to access.
Uh-huh.
So and it's free as well to
Free.
use online.
Okay.
Whereas you can use ChatGPT for free online, but you don't get the best model for free. You have to pay to get the best
Don't you only
thinking
get a
model.
limited amount of searches as well?
Even when you pay, you only get a limited amount of searches.
Yeah.
Oh,
for-
really?
Yeah. Whereas, this is much
big
cheaper.
competition.
Yeah. And like, what was it like? Was it almost $1 trillion were wiped off the value of
Yeah.
the American stock market?
The
like
stocks
tech.
and shares market just
Yeah.
crashed.
It's kind of recovering.
Yeah, it is.
But it just kind of because they've announced that they're spending like $500 billion on building what's it called? Stars something or other. This
yes.
massive cluster of GPUs and a nuclear power plant to power them all, and
Oh, it's
and then these
scary.
Chinese this Chinese company. It's not even the company's main point. It's a quant company, which I don't know what that is.
No.
People keep saying it's a quant company. I'm like,
What is that?
what's that?
Okay.
Huh?
Silent nod.
But something to do with finance, I think.
I
Yeah.
just love that, it's like TikTok's banned, Chinese, and then the Chinese and here you go.
Yeah, like what?
will.
What a response.
But
This is our response.
this model was kind of made for 20 million, 15, 20 million pounds worth of training time. Whereas they're spending hundreds of millions to do a slightly better job in the US, but then charging you shitloads for it. So it's just they've come from what seemed like way behind to basically caught up.
Yeah.
And there's some Chinese company's side business with them, and they've just released it as well to the world, for free. Ta-da!
I love it.
Yeah,
Right. Should we move on to our highs and lows?
I've got 2 highs, so I'm going to go
Oh,
first. before
okay,
you steal them.
go.
Yeah,
Go, because,
we joined a gym.
oh, yeah.
Yeah,
be my
I know.
high.
So I'm having it. Bargainous. It was £20 a month,
mean,
obviously each. So,
great.
but that is a lot cheaper than any gym we've ever joined ever.
Yes.
First gym I ever went to was £5, pay as you go.
We were
So it was
members of David Lloyd for a year. And
2 years.
2 years. Okay, 2 years. It was £1,000 a year, I'm pretty sure.
I think it was over that. Well, maybe it wasn't. But it combined me, you, and Albert.
We
it was.
just had Albert. He was like a newborn baby. And we probably went in those 2 years 5 times.
Why did we join a gym with a newborn baby? What were we thinking?
Just thought I would be someone I wasn't.
Absolute idiots. Yeah, £1,000 swims is what we went for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bargain.
But yeah, this gives us basically everything that gym has. Not quite as fancy. It doesn't have a cafe.
It's a great gym,
And yeah,
though.
£20 a month.
Can you go swimming as well?
Yeah.
Or? Yeah.
And classes.
Great value.
So Laura went to yoga yesterday.
Classes.
How was the yoga class?
It was great.
Oh.
The
what
only
result?
negative is it's not heated.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was quite nice for a change.
Was it a strong class? Was it a flow? Was it
It wasn't
vinyasa?
super easy, you know.
Oh.
And it was full of like older retired people.
Yeah.
Who were kind of like, you know, couldn't really do a lot of it. So it was one of those where it's like as hard as you made it.
Yeah.
But like, no, like you felt the burn. There was a lot of, you know, squats and it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really liked it. I'm going to go next week.
Great.
Yeah. And we've both been like those really annoying people, like to each other, like, don't you feel better? Do you feel better? I got more energy.
I know.
You feel better? We go to the gym again. That's great. We're awesome. I like, obviously, this is like the first, like, before like 2 weeks later,
Yeah.
you know, we'll be like,
Burn yourself out.
It's been 2 weeks since we joined the gym,
Yeah.
hasn't it? And we've been going every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then we've obviously got yoga on a Tuesday, and I did yoga on a Thursday. So it's like
but it's Friday today, and we're doing the pod instead of
we're
going to the gym.
knackered.
So this is
It's
the
been
end.
2 weeks, and I'm just like, I can't do a workout every morning. You know, like I'm dying.
But also, I do feel more
Yeah.
energetic.
I think that's the biggest thing. Like not even fitness, but just like mentally, like I feel much more like awake and like on the ball. It's been nice to like have a bit of pep.
Yeah, and I credit it with with winning my table tennis matches.
Oh, yeah?
On Wednesday,
Well,
which
it's
is
the only
also
thing
my
that's
other high of the
changed.
week. It's the only thing that's changed.
Yeah, so it must be the gym.
So I just feel I'm
gotta be.
just feeling a bit more, a bit more energy.
Yeah.
And you were saying about like you were walking around feeling like your core was engaged,
Just feel better.
and like the core was a lot of twisting in table tennis. So it's I feel like maybe that was it.
Yeah. What's your low of the week?
Low of the week, we have now paid our tax.
How is that a low? That's
that's a
positive.
high.
We've
That's
done
a
it.
good thing.
It's over.
We've
Move
paid
on.
our tax.
Move on. That was ages ago.
Okay, right. There's no money in our bank account. I don't know why.
Okay.
The government took all our money.
I mean, apparently it was never ours, but it felt like it was.
We have to pay VAT next week.
Woohoo!
That'll be the next low. How exciting.
Yeah.
And
Do you want
I
a
just
7?
thought of my high. I paid off my student loan.
Oh, yeah, you texted me about that the other day. I was
Yeah.
like, how?
What a surprise. So we're doing our tax return and like, you know, we just add on student loan and you paid yours off, was it 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Weirdly, Pete borrowed less than me, so mine like carried on going.
She got the full loan. She needed clothes, you know. She lived at home as well,
buy a
just
lot
to
of
to put this into some
I really
context.
didn't need that loan. What a waste. I mean, the whole degree, what was the point? But, you know, moving on, we were still paying mine and it was like $2,000 every time we did tax. And then I was like, I wonder how much is left on that? Because you paid yours off a couple of years ago and I know mine was more, but it can't be that long that I've still got to pay.
And I was like, I think, didn't we look and you had like 10 grand left on yours?
I was like, yeah, probably. I'll log in. Owed less than £2,000. So just
I
paid it off.
Logged on and checked after you messaged
did
me.
you?
10 grand. I only took out, I'm short now, I can't remember exact figures, but 11 and a half. You know, you're like, how does this make any sense?
on
And
earth?
the interest on it is
Yeah.
so much.
I know. The interest on it is mad. Who
Yeah.
knew? I think we were all sold this, like, take out a loan, don't worry about
Yeah.
it. You'll basically never pay it back.
Yeah.
And when you
and
do
if you
pay
do,
it
it'd
back,
just be little amount.
yeah, because you'll be so rich. You'll have this really high-flying executive job that it'll
then-
just come out in little dribbles.
We got fucked over.
20 years later, paid it off. Wonder how much we actually paid in the end.
I'm
Shit
not
loads.
looking it up.
I
because
would
it's
imagine
horrific.
that I must have paid 20 grand
Yeah.
so far, you know?
Yeah.
How have you
How?
still got 10 left? It's
How?
madness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm really smug now. Really happy that I've paid
Yeah.
it off.
It is great. Yeah.
So that'll be like $4,000 off our tax bill next year.
Yes!
We've both paid it off. That's if we earn same as the year before, which probably won't.
Positivity!
It's all over, innit?
Yeah. My low of the week is I pulled going to the gym, right? But this whole time I've had shoulder ache and I've not been able to move my head past here because I pulled muscles.
Fitness!
Teaching Albert how to do backwards roly-polies.
Oh, yeah.
And then was just like, I should have warmed up. Who knew?
Oh, so
I'm so old now. that we
Everyone
have
got
to
injured
warm
though,
up.
didn't they? So you did a backwards roly-poly, hurt yourself. He did a forwards roly-poly
Whacked
perfectly.
into the bed.
Did it again.
Got a big bruise.
Because I was like, oh my God, that was awesome. Made him do it again.
Aw.
Yeah, injured him.
Smacked into the side of the
Massive
head.
bruise.
Bless him.
Yeah.
So now he's roly-poly phobic.
Oh no. Oh no.
What a success. But anyway, I managed to, look, I can move my head both sides. It's taken, I'm not joking, a week for that to come back.
Yeah.
So that's my
Backwards
low.
roly-polies later with Albert?
No, God
Yeah.
no. Danger. What are your highs and lows this week?
My high. Well, between two. I'm going to go with the more wholesome one, which is...
Wait.
No.
I
We
need
don't
the
want that
other
one.
No, the other one's boring. It's just
Okay.
Yellowstone, the final series of Yellowstone.
Okay,
Part
fine.
2 of Series 5.
That's not where my mind went.
No,
Yours?
me
No.
too, yeah.
No, it's Betty got awarded at school for... They had this, like, assessment, and she got, like, the highest grade in the sports assessment.
That's awesome.
I know, and I was so proud.
Yeah.
You know, like, because she just kind of flies a little bit under the radar at school.
Yeah.
And
She clearly stood out.
yeah,
she is amazing at sport.
She got awarded outstanding.
Aw.
And it's like, oh, yeah.
baby.
So proud.
Is there anything better
So
than your
proud.
kid doing something? It's
Yeah.
like they are a part of you, and I totally get why parents become really pushy and live through their kids. I get it.
Yeah.
There was a time, do you remember at swimming, and the swimming instructor pointed out something and was like, right, everyone, you need to look at Albert doing this, like blah, blah, blah. And I literally cried.
Using him as the...
I literally...
She that really was crying.
I'm just sat with all the parents in the little viewing bit, literally just
I get
crying
it.
like a div.
Yeah.
You know, just like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing, but I am actually crying now.
But then you texted my mum and dad,
Yeah.
and my mum started crying.
Oh.
I mean, it's just that, like, you're just so proud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at them out in the world.
Yeah.
Like, that is amazing.
Yeah.
And a lovely little, like, confidence boost for Betty, who, you know, like, both our kids, you know, they need confidence building.
Yeah.
Like, that's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bless her.
good.
And then my low. There have been so many lows.
Oh.
But I keep on having these dreams where I have been... It's hard to describe. But like kind of body snatched, moved, drugged and moved.
Oh.
And I'm aware that I've been drugged and that I'm either being taken or put back, one or the other.
I think you're being abducted by aliens.
I think that is a reasonable, yeah.
So it seems like the
explanation.
only valid...
Yeah.
Or Liam is drugging and moving you.
Ooh,
Have we thought of that as an option? He's not here to defend himself, so let's say it's that.
I can't believe he did that to you.
Yeah.
That's awful.
But like
You have the worst dreams,
it's
just by
really
the way.
realistic and like I'm in it. And you know when you wake up from something, you're like, God, that was
Real.
intense. And I found myself sleepwalking last night, like investigating something that I'd seen on the floor.
Oh.
I'm like, this brain is...
You have such an overactive imagination. I really think we need to get you to like write a novel or something.
Yeah,
Because
it would be amazing.
you've got all this imagination going on that just comes out in your sleep.
You
'cause
need
it's
an
got nowhere
outlet
to
for
go.
this.
I need a creative
I think
outlet.
so, you do.
I'll read it.
When I've got energy again, I'll do that.
Yeah.
So when you wake up and you've got all this going on, Dictaphone.
I'm going to buy everyone an old school dictaphone with a tape. Okay?
Okay.
Cool. Right, should we go get on with our days then?
Yes.
Yeah, I've got a cinema to go to.
Oh,
Nice.
retirement life.
Well, they're doing building work, aren't they? What's the point of me just sitting around and listening to...
Yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah.
That's a good
hear
plan.
that.
I'm jealous. We need to finish Lawson Film School, Pete.
Let's do it.
Go,
Come on.
go, go!
Come on. Come on.
Right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Bye. Bye.